Welcome back. Welcome back to Kenton and Habiba. Let's chat and style my hair. So, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know I'm always doing something different with my hair, whether it's blowing it out or recently I flat ironed it or, try to press it myself. So this is basically my natural hair. Anyway, today we are not going to be pressing my hair or straightening it. We're not going to be cutting it or letting Kenton in my hair. No, that's not what we're doing. We're not going to be putting color in my hair like I did last time, purple color, which was a very temporary color. No, you're just gonna have to sit back and relax and see what we're doing with my hair today. I will say though, that hairstyle was very fun and very youthful, which leads me to the subject of youth. You know, in America, we're a very youth-obsessed culture, right? And there definitely is that pressure to stay young. Okay, so let me interrupt myself. My hair is in dry twists. I had just washed my hair. This is before my trip to New York. Okay, let's go back to the subject at hand. So yeah, talking about youth. In the USA, so much emphasis is placed on staying young, right? Women spend millions of dollars on cosmetic procedures, on all kinds of enhancements, just to quote, stay younger or to halt aging. But, it's interesting because when I look back at my childhood in Nigeria, it's like completely in contrast with some of the values that I see here in the Western world. Because growing up, I remember feeling that being young and silly and youthful was something that people didn't necessarily look up to. In fact, as a child, I was always encouraged to act more mature, and I was scolded for acting too silly or too childish. Of course, I think, a lot of children in Africa tend to be, honestly, even more mature than the ones here in the Western world. And of course, it came with a lot more responsibility, I believe. If you're African or you're Nigerian specifically and you disagree, please go ahead and comment, or even Caribbean. I mean, I really feel like take a 12-year-old child from Africa and a 12-year-old child in the Western world. A lot of children there are a lot more mature. So I was definitely a very serious child, and I felt everything very deeply. And sometimes that came with also being the oldest child. Everything was just so serious and heavy for me. And now when I look back, there's some good in that. It made me very responsible. But I also feel like a lot of times when children are forced to be too mature too quickly, it's almost as if you're robbing them of their childhood. So in retrospect, when I think about it, I still thank God that I'm able to grow up and spend my later youth or my teenage life in the USA. And also as a parent, I definitely made it a point to make sure that my children were children and for as long as they could, or, that they played with toys for as long as they wanted, and that they could be themselves without feeling like I was putting on any added responsibilities on them, So, yeah, anyway, I have blown out my afro. You saw I took out my twists. I'm feeling myself. My hair is growing. It's been 2 years. Yeah, about 2 years, a little over 2 years since I big chopped and took out all the relaxer or my relaxed ends. I have stopped relaxing my hair. I will not be going back because honestly, those relaxers are dangerous. You just need to do your research. I did a video about it a couple of weeks or months ago about the dangers of relaxers that these companies aren't telling you about. They cause endometrial cancer and all kinds of other cancers. But so many of us are choosing to ignore those facts, and we still relax our hair. Well, to each his own. Anyway, on the subject of youth, I'm very much aware that I am getting older, but I refuse to act old because naturally it's not my nature. Yes, I am too extreme sometimes. Sometimes I can be very serious and a little too much for some people. And other times I am very playful. But the whole point for me is that the older I get, the less I care about what people think of me, and the more I plan to enjoy my life. So when it comes to judgment or thinking about how people think of me and my appearance and whether I'm acting age appropriate or not, I really don't care. I don't care anymore, because I guess I've lived a life where I was so self-conscious. I was just so restricted in many ways, or at least I felt that way. Now I'm just completely, and yeah, some of it comes with maturity, but I just don't care anymore. It's really about doing what makes me happy as long as I don't hurt anyone. Anyway, you just saw I'm adding expression hair, this spring twist hair to my hair. I wanted a very natural look, so I'm adding very little of the hair. And I'm doing an invisible knot method where I basically started to braid my own hair. And then after doing a few twists or turns, then I add the spring twist hair. And then we're just going to start twisting. So that's literally what I'm doing over my entire head. You also saw that I use a lot of shine and jam. That really helps when it comes to parting. And it also helps to tame my natural hair and help it kind of blend in with the spring twist. So it's a very easy style and very easy style. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I just like the natural look it has or gives. So yeah, you can do your own hair. You can save some money and do your own hair one of these days. For those who don't already, right?
I have some pecans in here, and walnuts and Greek yogurt and shredded coconut on the top and some fruits. So that's what this is. A lot of stuff. I felt like dessert. I know it's a little fattening, but it's good. And I haven't done this in a long time. Let me finish my hair.
So I really like doing my hair in this style. I could have made them a little larger because I was really looking for something quick and easy. But I mean, it's still easy. Of course, it takes a few hours, yes. So after I plait my hair without adding any extension, you see once I did a few turns, trying to get that flat base, then I went ahead and added the spring twist hair underneath my own hair and then braid it a little bit more. Or do you say plait? Because I grew up saying plait, to plait your hair. Yeah, so just braid it a few more turns. At least that's my technique. And then start twisting. So I separate the hair into two sections once I've, done a decent enough braid. You don't want the braid to be too long because it's supposed to be twists. I mean, there are different ways to do this. You can also do it by adding hair with a crochet pin. I've done that too. Anyway, I just added some more style and jam to my hair because it allows my hair to blend in, not stick out of the hair. It kind of just keeps it well behaved. So now you twist. So, and the twist is not just a simple twist. You're going to twist each side as you're doing it. So it's like you're twisting the hair or twisting each section and then twisting it on itself. I was tired, y'all. I don't know why I wait so late to do my hair. It's always kind of running after midnight. Anyway, you see the sections, the style and jam being added, and I forgot to record the after. So this is really old hair you're looking at, or the old hairstyle, because I never got to record what it looked like when I was done because I was so tired, right? But anyway, I will insert some clips here. This is what it looked like a few days afterwards when I was in New York. Very shiny or shinier. And overall, though, I would say it's not bad. It's not bad. Here, I just wanted to show you that I used a different type of hair. So the spring twist hair that I use is a lot, softer and darker. Whereas this other hair that I added, the brown in the front, because I just wanted a little bit more contrast and I thought it would lighten things up a little bit. Yeah, it's a different texture slightly. Anyway, the ends, I don't mind. They look kind of raggedy, but they also look very natural, right? It really looks very natural. Like if you saw me, you would not know I have added hair, at least based on the black, off black spring twist. The front, you might know, oh, okay, she's got, braiding hair in her hair. Yeah. So let's just have some fun styling this hair. I'm going to show you different ways I style it. Okay, so you can do a side part, you can do an off-center part. Yeah, you can do different things with this hair. And let me just show you what, I like to do, which is kind of just twist it or roll it on itself in the front, on the sides, and then kind of put it to the back. Okay, so while we're doing all these styles, because that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the video, is just doing different styles, let's chat some more. Let's talk about letting go of certain people or certain relationships, okay? And I mean specifically like certain friendships or acquaintances or even sometimes relatives. Because here's the key. Not everyone has the same values or the same goals as you do. And honestly, it's really important as you get older to know the difference between people who really care about you versus those who pretend to care about you only when it's convenient. It's interesting that as females, whether you're a girl or a woman, we are taught, from a very young age to compromise, to take unnecessary abuse from people at times. And one thing about me is I will not compromise. People have called me stubborn. I don't care. I have learned to walk away from people or situations that threaten my peace of mind, self-respect, or values. I will not compromise when it comes to that. So if you are toxic or overly manipulative, or I think you're a user, I will stay away. We're not doing that. And I teach my kids too to look out for the signs. There are people in your lives that are there just to use you, just to manipulate you. For example, the people that constantly want to put you down, right? The people that make you feel bad, you have a conversation with them or interaction with them, and you always feel bad about yourself. Stay away from those people. What it is they recognize the power that you have even before you do, and they feel threatened. Okay, then there's the other type of people that I can't stand, the cowards, the people that talk behind your back and they can't say it in front of you. See, the thing with me is there's nothing, absolutely nothing you will ever hear me say that I can't say to the person directly. Nothing. I have absolutely zero, no shame or fear when it comes to that. I will never talk about someone and say something that I can't say to their face. And then there are the people that are always the victim. Okay, the serial victim, I call them. The people who just cannot take accountability. I get it. Things happen to many of us, right? We've all been through some stuff. But there are people who constantly claim to be victims, right? They never take accountability. They're always blaming other people for their ish. Okay, so I will stay away from people like that because guess what? I know at some point I'm going to be set up. At some point I'm going to be the bad guy, okay? Because they don't know how to take accountability and they're always the victim. They always want somebody to feel sorry for them. I don't have time for that, okay? No, ma'am. Not sponsored, but this Shine and Jam is really good and it helps keep my edges nice and sleek, especially since this is an old hairstyle. So anyway, comment below what kinds of relationships have you had to end or friendships have you had to end because of whatever toxic traits they've had. And hopefully you can relate to some of the things I said.
Hello, TMI. I am 53 years old and I still have, actually no, I'm not 53. I'll take that back. Why did I even say that? Anyway, I am 52. In fact, most of the time I feel like I'm 35. And again, my body still thinks I'm like 35. Case in point, my back was hurting me all day yesterday and I was like, it's probably because I've been standing all day. I was busy. Anyway, no, my period started. A real period, okay? So for most women over 50, usually your period stops when you hit like, well, on average in the US, 51 is the average age most women stop having a period. For me, not so. My body was like, no, girl, we're not done with you. We're going to keep going. Since you enjoy youth so much, let's keep reminding you that you're young. So let's keep giving you a period. So no need to be alarmed. It's not one of those cases where my period stopped and then, you know, years later started, because that's a problem, okay? So for anyone over 50 whose period stopped for years or a couple of years and then restarted, that's usually not a good thing. But no, in my case, my period just never stopped. I've been having a cycle, okay? Which means I'm still fertile, which means if you come too close, I might get pregnant. God forbid, no. No. We did other things to make sure that doesn't happen. But yeah, I still have my uterus, I still have my ovaries, and I still get a period. Anyway, let's do something with this hair.
So while I'm putting my hair into these ridiculous ponytails, let's talk about confidence. What does it mean to be confident to you? For me personally, it means just being my authentic self, being direct, having courage, knowing who I am, not trying to be anybody else, showing myself as the imperfect, flawed, quirky, funny, weird girl, beautiful girl that I think I am, older and wiser.
Oh, now in all seriousness, would I go out like this? Probably not. But I still think she's cute. I still think the look is cute. Aw, makes me feel kind of young for real. Aw, let's see. Ah! I'm looking at the mirror behind, well, in front of you or behind you. What? So cute. Okay, seriously, how old do I look? Do I really look 52?
Okay, let's put the side-by-side ponytails into some space buns. I don't know, this I might actually wear outside. What do you think? What am I drinking now? It's almond milk with a little bit of Greek yogurt and some fresh raspberries. I really needed a pick-me-upper. Just remember, the last time you saw me eating that snack, it was actually several weeks ago. So remember, these clips weren't filmed all in the same day. So next I'm going to put my hair or ponytail up into a bun for a more formal look and add some more formal looking earrings. When I started this video, I wasn't sure where the discussion was going to go, even though it's not quite a discussion because it's just me talking, ranting at times. But I really want to hear your perspectives on youth, on toxic traits in people, on confidence. Let me know what you think.
Thank you so much for joining me as I did my hair, chatting with you. And I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to drop in the comments what subjects you would like me to talk more about or what hairstyles you would like me to share. I'm actually thinking of doing my hair blonde next time. So either blonde crochet or blonde braids, something blonde. Blonde or pink, I haven't decided yet, whichever I find first or whichever I come across first. I did blonde hair as a teenager. I bleached my hair fell out. It was like cotton in the pillow. I got up, my hair was all in the pillow. No hair on my head or hardly any hair on my head because I messed it up with bleach. So we're not doing bleach. No bleach, ma'am. But what we're doing is a temporary hairstyle that allows me to have fun with colors. So look out for that. It'll either be pink or blonde. Anyway, okay. So thanks again for watching and let me know what you think. Bye.